Hello guys and welcome to the channel. It's the Eradicator, and in this video we will be talking about racing wheels because, well, you guys have told me many times, Erad, why are you playing with mouse and keyboard when you're playing games like Forza Horizon or F1 2021 or the future Grid Legends, which is coming out later. There's a couple of actually great racing games that are coming up this year. Grid Legends. There's also going to be the brand new Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown at the end of this year in November, which I'm really looking forward to. If you have a PlayStation, you're surely going to be looking forward to Gran Turismo 7. A brand new Forza Motorsport is also going to come, and it's never been a greater time to experience those racing games than with a steering wheel. Now, I'm not exactly a complete noob with steering wheels, but almost. The last time I had a steering wheel was for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, which, if I am correct, was back in 2003. So I haven't played with a racing wheel, a steering wheel, for the past 19 years. So I'm pretty sure that the technology has changed a lot since the last time I had a racing wheel, and I haven't had also so many racing games in on my computer right now. So that's why I believe that now is the perfect time to be upgrading from mouse and keyboard to a racing wheel. Now, I don't want to have, you guys probably must have understood by now that I'm quite a mature gamer now, since I haven't raced for 19 years with a racing wheel, so you can guess that I am no spring chicken. So that means that I do have some driving experience, and I'm going to need something, I would say top of the line, but a little bit more upscale than some of the very basic, cheap, budget, entry-level wheels that you can find on the market. So I'm not going to get something worth €100 that doesn't have any force feedback. I'm going to try to get something a little bit more elaborate that is likely to be giving me some satisfactory sensations that are going to replicate how those cars drive. Not necessarily in real life, but something that comes close to it, right? So that's why I have pinpointed 3 possible choices, all of them at a price point of about $400, maybe a little bit more for the most expensive one. So here we go, let's have a look. And the first one is the Logitech series here, the Logitech 923. Why the 923 and not the G9, the G20? It's because this one has the brand new force feedback technology from Logitech, which is called True Force. Now, unfortunately, it is not compatible with most games. Only a few handful of them, including the Grid series. That's great because Grid Legends is coming up soon. Assetto Corsa Competizione, iRacing, Gran Turismo Sportschorner, Dirt Rally, as well as, that's a new addition, Project Cars 3. I'm loving the Project Cars series. I have Project Cars 2s, but not Project Cars 3. It's something that I might considering having as well. This wheel is also expandable. It comes standard with the wheel and a set of pedals that include 3 pedals. The third one is for the clutch, but it does not come with the shifter, which I think is also important because when I'm playing games like Forza Horizon 5, for example, which is not supported for the True Force, but that's okay. Some of those cars are old school cars that do not have the little shifter that you have on the wheel. These are the old traditional manual gears that you find, for example, on the Mark II Golf GTI, or something as basic as a BMW Z3, for example. So that's why for the immersion, I'll probably go for the manual shifter, which you can get here at an extra. This is worth about $60 plus the wheel about $400 if it's all new with no discount. So we're gonna be in here for a price tag of about $460, which is pretty okay, I think. Next, we are going to have the Thrustmaster, and this one is the T248. Now, both of these wheels are about the same size. They are both 11 inches wide, and they both rotate at an angle at a degree of 900. So that is going to be offering similar type of rotation to normal, cars that we are driving, and that's also something that is very important. Now, what I like about the Logitech is that it is fully covered in genuine leather. That is not the case for the Thrustmaster, which is only plastic here on the side. And for the reviews that I've read, this is kind of like giving a toyish feel that the Logitech doesn't have. Now, a lot of reviewers prefer the looks of the Logitech when it comes to the wheel. I personally prefer the looks of the Thrustmaster here. Now, there's something that I do not like about it. It's that big screen here, something that a lot of reviewers liked. I think it's overkill. I think it's going to be too distracting in my opinion. Now, what is very important here, and the big advantage of the Thrustmaster against the Logitech, is that the feedback apparently is said to be far more realistic than the Logitech. Don't get me wrong, apparently the feedback, the force feedback on the G923 is very good, but this one here apparently is excellent. So I don't know what the difference is between very good and excellent. As we go down further down the line, you can see that it also includes 3 pedals, but the pedal apparently have a feel a little bit more cheap, more plastic feel, where those apparently are made of metal. So that's quite a big difference as well. The big difference when it comes to pedals here is that the brakes actually I feel much more realistic. The way you brake a car is the stronger you push the brake pedal, the stronger the car brakes, whereas here it's the further you push the brake pedal, the stronger the brake feels. Apparently, Logitech is aware of this problem and has tried to fix this with the G923, but it does not give a result that is as satisfactory as the Thrustmasters, apparently. So that is also something worth considering. But the big but here is that if you want to be adding the shifter, the manual shifter, that is not going to be $60 here. We're talking about $200. So that's going to make the price tag of $600. That is much more expensive than the combo here that is also going to be including the shifter. Next, and that is my last option. This is something that's going to come a little bit later. This is the Fanatec Gran Turismo DD Sport. Now, Fanatec is very famous for its ultra precise competition tier gear that they're offering to the fans. This is going to be the entry level at almost $700. They have crazy wheels worth much more than this price. Apparently, the feedback here is even more realistic than the 248, but it only comes with 2 pedals, meaning that you're only going to be able to play in automatic. Otherwise, you're going to have to buy more pedals and an extra shifter as well, which is significantly going to increase the price. Now, the feel here out of rubber here on the side, apparently, according to what reviewers are saying, also does feel nice, but not as premium as the Logitech G923. But again, the big strength of this wheel here is the force feedback, which is as realistic as it gets. So very tempting, but I think that, in my opinion, for me at least, the best option would be the G923, simply because, well, one, it's going to be the cheapest, so that's also, that's the first wheel I'm having in the past 19 years, so I need to get used to playing with those wheels, and I'm also a casual player. I'm not a highly competitive player, simply because I don't have time, unfortunately, so that's also something I need to consider as well. I don't need to buy a top-of-the-line, high-tier wheel, simply because, well, I don't need one right now. So I'm probably going to go for this one. If it's not that durable, if it breaks, then I'll probably consider upgrading it to something of a higher tier like the Fanatec, but that's not going to be happening for the next 1 or 2 years. I think I'm gonna get used to it, use it until it is not functioning that well anymore, and then I'll probably upgrade later. Plus, on top of that, there's another advantage for going for the Logitech, is that I live only 5 metro stations away from the flagship store of Logitech here in Taipei, so I can very easily go to the store and exchange it if there's a problem, or they can help me fix it if it's still under guarantee, and that is one huge convenience that the Thrustmaster and the Fanatec do not have. So there we have it, guys, a quick little overview of 3 racing wheels. I would say entry level if you're into sim world. I know at $400 that's crazy entry level, right? But that's basically what it is if you want to get a little bit serious. And well, there's definitely going to be a follow-up video when I will get this wheel, and I'll be testing it for you guys with some of the racing games that I have. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, guys. It's the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later. A huge shout out to everyone who's been helping me out on Patreon and via the YouTube Joint Membership program. Creating content on YouTube involves continuous circles of ups and downs, and it is when we are the lower parts of the curve that your help really motivates me to keep on going. Your contribution really does make a difference, which is why in return I try to give back by offering backers access to my private Discord channel, automatic access to exclusive giveaways, or answering your questions during the show. You can help me out with as little as $1 a month, and any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching again. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.